can help. And if you can find them,
you can watch the vApe team.
Hello, everybody. We are live. Welcome to episode 18 of the vApe team. My name is Brian. I have a channel on YouTube called The Vapor Chronicles, but you guys are here every week, so you know that already. I'm here with my main man, Mikey motherfucking Vapes. What's up, Mike?
What's up? What's up? Good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And we have a special guest tonight. The master of disaster, David Jaquith, is with us tonight. What's up, David?
Hey, man. Doing good.
Hey.
How about yourself?
You know, that's how we do.
We're one shot, one person short of the trio there, full trio, huh?
Yeah, you'll notice that the topic of tonight's show, or the title of tonight's show, is Full Team Ahead. Well, hopefully somebody out there, namely BK or BK Baracus, Butt Kickers, has a plan to surprise us, because he was supposed to be here tonight, and once again, we are left without our friend, and the team is not Full Team Ahead. We are a team with a member missing in action. So hopefully this is just a ploy for him to jump in a little bit. We're excited to have him back because he's supposed to be here. I know he was on Phil Vape show last night, and you know he's been popping his head in and out this week. So anyway, that's where we're at, and I'm going to welcome everybody to the show. Before I forget, before the show gets further along, because we tend to go off on tangents and talk about a whole bunch of stuff vape related, I'd like to share with you that Mike and I are going to be this weekend having hopefully an amazing time at the New Jersey Vape Expo. So if you're in New Jersey, if you're in the region, why don't you come check it out? I think it's $10 for each day. It's Saturday and Sunday in Edison, New Jersey. They have a webpage. You can check it out. Just go to Google and type New Jersey Vape Expo. And we're going to be sharing a room. So I plan on bringing my CPAP machine because I have sleep apnea. And hopefully Mike doesn't fucking hit that shit and blow it into my fucking breathing tube.
If you're loud, I'm just gonna fucking kill you and put you under the fucking bed or something.
So if anybody's looking for me, I'll be sleeping in my car on Saturday night.
or I'll put him in a bathtub.
Right. So anyway, that's where we're going to be. If you're there, you're there. We'll see you. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to vape our fucking faces off, hopefully. And that's pretty much it. So, Mike, what are you up to right now with your vape situation? What are you vaping?
You want to know what I'm vaping?
Yeah, I do.
I got another buffet going here again. I have this nice little Tesla 2 mod with the Rhino RDA. And this setup has been like one of my favorites right here. Just love this little mechanical mod. It's very nice. Dripping Milkman in here. That's one setup. I just got today in the mail a new vapor flask from Geeko. And this one is rubberized Tiffany blue. Does 60 watts, temp control. Hitting this off tonight. We're going to be talking about titanium tonight. I'm also using my SX Mini with the Delta Trinity Copa drip tip. I know you guys are going to ask, where'd you get that drip tip? VaporDNA.com. That's where you get it. And I got the titanium coil inside here. That's another. I'm also using my SXK Nebula. This has got a 60-watt chip inside. It's clone-style DNA. I'm using this new tank I have here. It's from Volcano E-cigs. What's it called? Tube Tank Pro, it's called. Got Loopy in here.
Motherfucking Loopy!
I got my SIG 75 TC with the Elite Sigeli tank on here. I also have in here the Milkman. I just love the Milkman. And last, Boxer Mod, Heracles, Nickel Coil, Muffin Man. Well, I got two more, but I'm not going to mention those two. So I got these 6 that I'm going to be alternating through the show.
Hey, Mike, why don't you make a public service announcement about that? Remember we were talking about last night on chat about the Muffin Man in the tank?
Muffin Man, be careful, guys. I didn't believe it. I thought this tank was like indestructible. But iSub, I have an iSub here. I don't know if you guys could see the big crack on there. I got a big crack on the eye sub, and it's discolored on the inside. So basically, the cinnamon eats the plastic on the inside of this polycarbonate or whatever it is. It's German plastic, something supposed to be crack-proof, but mine cracked right there, and it ate up the inside. This is a clean tank. I cleaned it out. So, yeah.
So that's the new polycarbonate, huh? That's crack resistant.
Nice.
I thought they were going to do a glass version too, weren't they?
I have, yeah. There's also the glass. This is the glass one right here.
Okay. Good.
So if you got that tank, don't use anything like citrus stuff and cinnamon. Stay away from that.
Thank you for the public service announcement, Mike.
And if you don't know what could break the tank, what juices are cracked tankers, I'm sure if you Google it, you get a list of flavors that will crack your tank. And yeah, I just did a little bit too much talking. Hit off 2 mods at the same time, just for the hell of it.
You have the lungs of an Athenian god.
That was actually a fog machine that's strapped to my back here. I do this, it just shoots out. It makes you think it's coming out of me.
It's like what I do when I'm pissing. Anyway.
There's actually a video up of somebody using a fog machine to vape on. I was like, okay, brother.
Yeah. Did you see that video of that guy?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, what?
A million hits. The dude collapses and falls down. I don't know if he died. That's the last video he ever made. He had that big PVC pipe.
Man, you don't even need to vape it. All you need to do is just be in a small room for about a minute.
No, he was hitting that shit off at 500 watts.
Yo, fuck tanks. We're gonna fucking room vape.
That's it, man.
That's
going
a new
to a concert. That's like going to a Bon Jovi concert, man. Contact high.
So, I wanted to share a quick public service announcement before David shares the beautiful things he's vaping. If anybody follows me on Instagram, you can, because it's _vapor_chronicles on Instagram. But I had this. I've been vaping this for a few, like 2 weeks maybe, Mike? I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And I was out with my wife and a friend of ours last Friday night. I had an awesome night out. We went go-kart racing, and I haven't done that since I was a kid, so it was fun as hell. These were like 40-mile-an-hour freaking go-karts. But the reason why I'm sharing this is not regulated. This is not controlled or anything like that. And I was stupid, and I was vaping it on the way into the restaurant, and I forgot to hit the fire button 5 times to shut it off.
Ooh.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm eating. They had this beautiful salad bar, and I ordered a steak, and I'm sitting there waiting for my food. And all of a sudden, I swear to God, it was like I got stung by a fucking bee on my leg.
Oh, so nuts.
In the middle of the fucking restaurant, I jump up and yell like my pants are on fire, right? And I'm trying to fucking pat my pants down because I thought I got stung or something. Well, I went to the bathroom and pulled my pant leg down.
Video
And
short to come, right?
I have a 3rd-degree burn on my leg.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Because
There's a picture on Instagram, on his Instagram, if you guys want to see it.
Yeah. So it literally melted the fucking skin on my leg.
Ooh,
So
God almighty.
Be very, very careful if you guys are, anytime you put a device in your pocket, you just want to be aware if it fires. 'Cause sometimes, they have these auto shutoffs and all that kind of shit, but it doesn't always work, and it can get hot enough to burn you. And I'm not saying this to cast any. It was my total and complete idiot fault. That's why I did an idiot. That was why I did a fucking. I'm sorry, I just got a message for the show, but that's why I did a public service announcement picture on Instagram to show people that you can actually really fucking hurt yourself. So that's what it was. Anyway, David, what are you vaping on?
Well, the only thing, actually, for about the last month, thankfully, work have been crazy busy. So the only thing that's really new that I've got in my hand is, a lot of people have heard about that, is that PVA 40. And about the only thing that I think is really good for is if you got somebody that's trying to steal your car, is to throw it at them and you probably kill them. This thing's made out of steel. It's heavier. It's about as heavy as 2 M classes. It's got a button on it that if you sneeze too hard goes off. So, I don't think that the buttons on it actually are anything other than the ones that are on the board itself. I mean, don't get me wrong, it works. The other thing that was disappointing with it is it's using the old Evolve DNA 40 chip. Doesn't even have the new one on there, so it's not even a gold chip. And we just literally got it a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So you would think, waiting all that time, that you would have something, that made some sense. And I can't understand it when he had the prototype. And I don't mean that, not PEG. My only complaint about PEG, in a nutshell, the only thing that really pissed me off about it is that if you're going to say that you're going to have something out and it's going to be delayed, I understand the delay. You tell people about it. Say, hey, look, we're having whatever the issue is or whatever the problem is, we're having this delay. Well, then we run across this problem. If you share with people what's going on, then people don't get all mad. But when you get something in there that is literally made out of solid steel, practically. Now, when I say solid steel, if you look at this thing carefully, there's no weld points or whatever. So I think they literally took a solid stainless steel or a steel billet and ground it out enough to put their parts in there. And even this door is so thick and heavy. Now, some people may appreciate that. I guess if you're in the military, some guy takes his assault rifle and shoots you, and you got this in your heart, you'll probably survive. But for vaping, it's other than to have it as something to have as a collector thing, it's not any good. But I'm vaping on that, and then I'm still vaping on my M class. This is a titanium build on the Zephyrus. I've got my Kanger sub-tank on that Joytech e-cig, and then just for the heck of it, I've got my Hannah out because it's got my favorite juice in it. All my juices are Charlie Nobles, all except their cereal vapes are about the only things I don't like of theirs. I don't get me wrong, I like cereal vapes, just don't like theirs that much.
Have you tried the brand new yogurt line from Charlie Noble?
No, I'd heard about it. The only thing that really disturbed me is turn it around the other side. It looks like ice cream. It looks like poop.
It does have a shit look to it, which I think that.
I don't know what they were thinking with that chocolate, but I think you ever see those little poop emoticons? You know what I'm saying? They look exactly like this. Two little eyeballs and a nose and a little smile.
Yeah.
It's just like that. So they got to change that.
It should be called chocolate turd.
Is it any good though? I've heard about it, knew about it, I just haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I haven't tried the RY4 or whatever, the tobacco. Let me see.
The RY4 is their pistachio. I vape that all the time.
Yeah, this is they have one flavor called smoked yogurt. It's a sweet tobacco, velvety vanilla, layers of caramel, and twisted with a smooth yogurt. Sounds crazy, but they say it vapes like a fucking dream. I have not tried this yet. But I will tonight on the show, I promise you that, and I'll let you know. I have tried the chocolate mousse, and it is banging. It's very smooth, creamy chocolate, which I've never... I vaped a lot of chocolates, and this is the best chocolate I've vaped yet. So it's a good one.
Is it like 3-in-1 or something? Is that what that package is?
Yeah, it's like a little sampler, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's still nice.
Yeah. So I'd recommend giving it a shot and trying it out.
Let me know.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, while you were talking, the Zephyrus.
Yeah.
Share your experience with that. What do you have? You said you had titanium in there. What do you have? A dual?
Yeah, I've got a dual. It's 24 gauge. I'm using Titan wires. I found out originally I was telling some people, and I sent some to Phil Basardo and Matt and a few other people, and you guys as well, about this sweet vapors. Now, originally, I thought because it says temperature control titanium that this is titanium grade 1. I talked with the owner. If you talk, I don't know if you want to call it talk. You know how I can be with some of my comments? Well, he was basically that way.
Who, you?
Yeah, maybe.
Holy shit, yes, I do. Anyway.
I multiplied that by about 4 or 5, and
wow.
That's why he was with me about this, because it's an alloy. It's not titanium grade. It's not even titanium
Son
grade 1
of a
through 4.
bitch. Look who it is, my love, the man.
Oh my God, he's here.
What's happening, fellas?
What up, BK?
How are you? Sorry about the lighting, man. I'm like in the freaking storage room in the back of the freking house.
He's in Afghanistan in the mountains.
No,
we know you're in the CIA.
I wish.
Man, I miss you, brother. How you been?
Been all right, man. Been all right. Freaking hectic as hell.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, look at my beard. I've got like 3 times the gray I had 2 months ago.
I told you, bro. Touch a gray, bro.
What's that?
I said touch a gray. It's time.
Yeah, I was going to try the Grecian formula.
Yes. Well, welcome back, man. We missed you
Sorry
so
I'm
much.
late.
Hey, better late than never, as
Hey,
they
man,
say.
I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm back permanently. Don't worry. I'll be on early next week too. I apologize. I'm late tonight.
That's okay. We're just glad to have you, man. You're the third fucking leg with David fucking being the engine, man. You know, we need it. So anyway, David was just talking about the titanium that I'd like to thank him that I bought.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't
So
get me wrong.
I haven't tried it yet, guys.
It works. It just has got some. I think they took out oxygen out of the mix and they added iron. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but let's put it this way: the negative stuff I'm saying to try to overcome the negative, I think they'll be okay with it. There is only for the DNA 200, and as you know, the DNA 200 you can program in different resistance curves, resistance to temperature curves, and they're working on one right now specific to their wire. And it's the same thing with the Diacodes. Diacodes has their own titanium iron mix wire that they ship with their product. Isn't that what it is? Titanium and iron. Yeah. So basically, it's the same sort of thing. It doesn't vape. This is not titanium 1, grade 1. My only argument with them about it is that people were getting confused. They were buying the stuff. I was recommending people to do it. I had to do a retraction to it. I should buy everybody who bought some, pay the money back for my mistake with that.
I expect when you find good titanium, you're going to send me that.
I'll get you some. So far, the only ones that I've run across that I know were grade 1 were the ones that I received directly from Titan Wires. But then they're out. And then also people are talking about that Spider Silk. Now, I noticed that Spider Silk and Titan Wires are out at the exact same time, and both of them are claiming to be grade 1, so I'm guessing they're getting them from the same people. And that's why they're both out at the same exact time. That'd be my guess. So anyway, the point that I was making with the guy and all that crazy argument that I had with him is that all he had to do is just say, hey, look, this is not grade 1, but, it works. It works, but it's off by 40 degrees or 50 degrees or 20 or whatever the difference may be. I was able to dial it in, but I was getting pissed off because it was whatever I was setting it at, it wasn't coming out. Remember when I was complaining about the other titanium wire? Well, they were represented as 24 gauge. Well, it turned out it was actually 0.5 millimeter, and that's why when I was calculating in my Microcoil Pro, the numbers were never coming out. It was freaking me out. It was either the grade was wrong or something was wrong, and I found out the diameter was wrong. And once I figured out what the diameter of it was, or the gauge, then it worked fine. Bottom line is I love it. In this stuff on a DNA 200, soon forthcoming, they'll have a way or a solution for you to use it. I don't see anything that's wrong with the wire. Grades 1 through 4 are perfectly fine. In fact, some of the other grades are perfectly fine. The only typical thing that they put in, let's put it this way, there's a lot of trace metals that can go in there. I don't have a problem with titanium. I don't have a problem with oxygen, nitrogen. I don't have a problem with them mixing in iron. But as long as they disclose what they're selling to you, that's the point I'm making. You've used that wire. Has it worked for you okay? Or has it been off?
It's been off.
Well, that's why it's off. Now you know.
But I thought it was me. I thought it was user error once again. That tends to happen. But
it's me, dumbass error, from telling everybody to go get it.
Well, at least you try. So.
Well, because it was the only place that I could find it, and I saw it in person, and it looked like it was finished a little bit different, but it still appeared. How can you eyeball something and tell you what grade titanium it is? I mean, there's no way of doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it'll work, and there is a solution on a DNA 200, so you'll be able to use the wire.
Daniel put up something. He found a place in Germany. He wrote on the chat.
I think most of the titanium is actually coming from Europe. Remember when I said most of the stuff, it didn't come, even though they were calling it 26 and 24 gauge? Yeah. That one place from Sweden.
ZIVIPF?
I'll have to check this stuff out.
Yeah.
I mean, let's put it this way. Titanium wire is stupid expensive as it is. If you're going to buy, this is the problem, buying anything from Europe about it. I'm really hesitant, and this is what I was talking with when I was talking with Phil, is that trying to take somebody's word on something is very difficult, unless it's proven. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, I have to be able to trust and know for an absolute fact that something's titanium grade 1 or nickel 200 or whatever it is before I'm going to buy it from Europe. Remember when we were buying all that other, well, at least I did, that tempered nickel 200 from Europe? Well, you know, now fortunately you don't have to do that anymore. But I knew exactly what that was. It was proven. There was no doubt about it. And speaking about that same company, I think at some point in their video we need to talk about titanium in general, about some of the concerns they have, and then they put a video in that one thing we were saying, you know, titanium dioxide and whatever. I can just say it quickly. Titanium dioxide, you have to get this coil to over almost 2,200 degrees exposed to oxygen. Yes, you'll have some titanium dioxide, but it's not the bad kind. The bad kind of titanium dioxide in that link that everybody's always pointing out to me is that was commercial grade titanium dioxide. The other thing, at the bottom they had a video where they were showing it going up in flames. Well, if you look carefully, those were strands, like steel wool. It was steel wool equivalent shards or whatever of titanium. So it was like little wires. Have you ever taken steel wool and put a 9-volt battery to it or whatever, and you see it go? Well, it does the same thing with titanium. That's what they were showing, and sort of they're freaking everybody out over this stuff. They had bad science. That link needs to be completely gone. All their information that they're giving out is completely misleading people.
So why don't you make another video with you in your backyard heating up your titanium wire?
I pulse this thing all the time. When it gets all full of, essentially it's burnt sugar on there, it's crudded up, I just pulse it off. I've got this thing red, almost white hot. It's not a problem. And I put it under water. I know that I'm changing the chemical properties when I'm doing it, and so it'll be off a little bit. I mean, it's either that or I'm going to throw away titanium, and there's no freaking way I'm going to do that.
Right.
It might be off like 20 degrees after doing what I'm talking about now.
Sweet. Yo, BK.
Yo.
I see you hitting some mech type shit over there. What are you vaping, bro?
This is the Sub-Zero mech mod from Sub-Ohm Innovations. It's got a really trick switch on it. I wish I could show you right now, but that would be impossible the way I'm sitting. It basically has this little pancake type switch mechanism that's split into 4 pieces, and it's held together by an O-ring. And out of the bottom of the mod here, over top of the switch that you see, inside is this, it's shaped like a pin. It's tapered at the end, and this pancake piece goes over it and makes contact from the negative of the battery to the tube of the mod, and that's how it works. And every quarter turn of the switch locks. It's real sexy. It has like almost no voltage drop that I can detect. And,
where'd you pick that up?
The guys over at Steel hooked me up with this. I did buy it. It was reasonable. It was like $135. For an authentic, I don't think that's bad at all.
No, it's not bad at all.
And it works really nice. I've been using it for a couple weeks, real heavy. This is an authentic Patriot Addy, and I actually drilled this out because it had 16th-inch air holes on its stock. So I just drilled it out to about 1/8 of an inch, and it has a .08 parallel build in it right now. Works
Sweet.
really good. I've been vaping a lot of mechs lately.
You and me both.
Yeah, seriously, like just, really low builds, like 0.12 down to like 0.04, and yeah. I haven't set my beard on fire yet, but I'm waiting.
You shaved
Don't put it in your pocket, brother.
What's that?
I says, don't put it in your pocket. You missed the beginning intro with Brian.
Yeah, I got 3rd-degree burn on my leg from having a fucking unregulated device firing in my pocket. in a fucking nice steak restaurant.
I've never done anything like that, but if it was going to happen to anyone, I'm not surprised it's you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Balls.
You're like the official klutz of the vape team.
My dick beard almost lit on fire.
That's
man.
funny as hell. Yeah, I've been vaping. Have you guys gotten these? I think they're called E-fan batteries. Have you gotten them?
Mike, didn't you get the E-fans?
Yeah, I got it.
What do you
How
think?
was it on your build? You got it in there?
Yeah, I think I do. I don't know. Let me
But
check.
that's a pretty low build. I mean, is it getting hot on you, the battery, if that's what you're using?
No, no, not at all. I haven't had. I've run them at 0.02, and I haven't had any problems. No, this is a 25R, green 25R. But you know, I've been vaping them every day on this thing on some kind of a low build. I haven't had any kind of problems whatsoever, and they seem to last a while. At least the red top ones. The
Well, yeah,
black top
those are
ones.
actually 3,000 milliamp hours. I've actually
Yeah, and they really are because they
I
last.
tested it. That I got it down to pat that it's 3,000, but the ampage I don't have nothing to really test it.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, 40 amps. I think that's kind of hard to believe personally.
Yeah.
You know, what I can say is I've been running like the equivalent of a dead short on a mech with that freaking battery for weeks, and I haven't had a single problem. I mean, it hasn't gotten any hotter than a 25R or something that we know is safe would get. You know, have you guys got any of the new VTC 5s that are floating around that are supposedly genuine?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
genuine,
We all
have them.
we all have. We all stocked
How
up on
are
them.
they?
They're fucking great. I got one in here right now.
Are they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what Kidney Puncher said is that Sony decided to remake them again.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, here's mine right there.
Yep.
Nice.
So they got them in. Here's mine right there. They got them in, and they did tests on them,
Yeah.
and they went with the tests that they had from the original VTC 5s, and the numbers were identical.
Nice. That's
So,
great.
So yeah, so I'm not sure if I think that you could buy them off of kidneypuncher.com, but
Yeah.
we
E-cig
found
had
out
them, too.
before that because we had some inside info that E-cig had them.
Yeah.
They had gotten them direct from Sony, so we bought them off ecig.com.
I think they're the
I'm gonna
first
get- I'm
one
gonna
to
get a
post
few
that they
then.
had them. That's the
Yeah,
reason.
they were the first.
So.
I'm going to order up a few then. I'd actually like to get VTC 4s, to be honest with you. Like for super sub-ohming, they're supposed to be a little bit, I guess they have less internal resistance.
Yeah.
Speaking of internal resistance, David, when you get the die codes in the mail,
You mean the dick codes?
yeah, the dick codes. That has meaning in more than one way. Yeah, you can actually check the battery's internal resistance and the voltage drop inside your battery. So
Yeah,
All I know is I don't want to see no dick codes in the hotel room.
It's all Brian's fault. He started.
sorry about that.
Dick codes. BK, before I forget, are you going to be at the New Jersey Vape Expo?
Yes, I am. What time should I be there, guys?
Well, we're not going to be there Friday. We're going to be there Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, what
So
time?
We're going to be there Saturday morning. I don't know. What time do they
It
open?
starts at noon. It's 12 to 8 on Saturday and 12 to 8 on Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
You guys want to meet up for like brunch or some shit beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, what's your plan for Saturday? Are you planning on staying all day?
Yeah, I'll be there all day.
Because I would like to have, like, us three go out and have a nice big feast together at some banging restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, game on then. So why don't we, because, I hate getting up super early and I got to make a long drive, so why don't we grab coffee on the way there, meet up at the expo, have fun at the expo, and then go out for a nice dinner.
Yeah, I figure
Sounds
we
like
meet
a
up
plan.
like at 11. I'm sure there's going to be lines to wait on.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
I don't think we get any special privileges.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Even
I
if
don't
you have
think
the
any of
ticket
us-
in
Any
advance,
of us are
right?
that important.
No, I mean by if you have the ticket in advance. I don't know if
Yeah.
you get it.
Maybe you can skip the line.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works.
Well, you guys are famous YouTubers. You should be able to walk down the red carpet.
No, we'll have to pay extra.
Unless we walk in with Phil.
Yeah, we'll have to
my
find
que-
Phil
my
going.
question is, can we vape in there?
Yes. You have to sign a disclaimer, BK, when you fill out your. I guess when you get there, there's like a form you have to fill out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, please be aware there was actually vape at this vape conference. Whoa, no shit.
That's freaking loony.
Well,
a lot of these places are connected to other buildings, and I think that's probably part of the problem. I don't know about that convention center at all.
Yeah. We're 30 minutes in, and I have not even discussed what the fuck I'm vaping yet.
Yeah, what are
Brian,
you
what the
vaping?
fuck are you vaping?
You're sucking on the dick codes.
Yeah, suck that dick codes.
I'm sucking. Oh. Well, I am sucking on the dick codes. I got the Danny Extreme V2, same as DJ LSB Labs.
Labs.
Sorry, you gotta change that fucking channel name, man. It's gotta be Labs. That's all I gotta say.
Labs.
Because he
DJ
looks like a professor. He's very fucking detail oriented. Just make it Labs.
Labs.
Anyway, so I'm vaping some dick. I got this fucking fire starter, pocket starter right here that I've been vaping. And if you haven't grabbed an iSub with the 0.2 ohm coil heads from Innikin, these motherfuckers vape so good, it's like dripping. I mean, I get such a wet, juicy, saturated, flowing vape out of this. It's just a really awesome, awesome sub tank.
You think it's better? You think it's better than a Crown?
No doubt, for me. It's different
Really?
than the Crown, though, BK. The Crown's like a more robust, like full-bodied fucking tank. It's like big and, you know, substantial. This is like a light little,
A little phallic, maybe.
yeah, lots of fresh juice spray. You know, not like hot, you know, fucking coil spray, but it's just flavorful, man. I'm telling you.
I know that a lot of people have had problems. We were talking about that Zephyrus in general, and I was just thinking about with wicking. Wicking makes, and BK knows this, it makes or breaks your experience.
I haven't had any problems with the Zephyrus whatsoever. I think the thing's pretty awesome.
Do you have
It
your
could have
wick-
more air.
Do you have your wick
It could have a little more
channel
airflow.
or not?
What's that?
Do you put any cotton into the juice channels at all? Or
No.
maybe just I do the same thing. I just barely cover it, just enough so it's
No,
not leaking everywhere.
I cover it and I just make sure I fluff the wicks so that they continue the roundness that's cut off with the
Yeah, I
juice
found the
channels to
same
keep
thing.
it from
You
leaking.
contour it around and it works best. I agree.
Exactly. And then I just rest
Less
them
is
on
more.
top, and whatever falls in, but I don't put anything in there intentionally. And I've had good success with it.
I can just tell you this. Originally, I hated this thing, but what I'm starting to do, if you notice, you see any of that red cork thing on there? Hell no.
Yeah.
I take that thing off. There's no use to it. I don't see any purpose of it being on there. And if I feel it's running a little dry, I'll just really quick kind of give it a little twist off. See the air bubbles go up, and you know I'm right back in business.
That's a good idea.
I mean, you know, so I don't put that cork in there. It's a pain in the ass.
I'm also vaping on the .mod Petrie, which is my favorite mech that I own. It hits like a fucking...
Nice.
Yeah, I really love this fucking thing.
It's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, this is my favorite. I've been mech crazy lately. I'm testing this right now. This is a fucking strange little thing. Look at this fatty.
26.
Talk
That's nice.
Talk about girth.
26 something. Is that does that have a 650 in it or how?
Well, it's a lipo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's a lipo?
Don't tell it to David. It's a lipo.
Yeah,
You're
he'll
holding a
unfriend.
hand grenade.
He'll
He'll
start a fight with you. Yeah, he'll start a fight with you on YouTube.
unfriend from your fucking channel.
Well, you know, what can I say about I mean, oops, shit. Jeez. Here's, you know, I've got 2 lipos sitting right here, man. I'm just scared as shit, you know, to have them in there. It's for my DNA 200 board that I'm working on.
I just want to tell you guys to do what David says, not what he does, okay?
That's it. Do as I say, not as I do, right?
All he's trying to do is lower the fucking value of lipo so he can buy them all up himself and sell them.
Well, the problem that I ran across is that, and I'm going to buy one because one of my buddies over he's got that Vapor Lips. By the way, David, thank you for getting my mod for tonight. Thank you. Anyway, he said that he was able to fit a life battery in here. So next time I'm on a show, I'll have the box built. But that was the problem, is trying to fit one of these, trying to fit a life battery, which are very safe. See, the thing is, this is going to be a DNA 200. If you look at compared to a HANA, it's almost identical in size.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
So That's my big thing.
Now
And then-
you're also super busy too. Like you haven't had a lot of time to do these builds, have you?
Let's put it this way: for the last month, it's been insane. And then I'm leaving tomorrow morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going up to Chicago with my mom for about 10 days. I think when I first met you guys, my father passed away, and so this is the first time she's going back to Chicago. So I had to do my work. Plus, you know how it is when you try. I'm certain you know when you get ready to go out of town for a vacation. How is that?
Dude, it's fucking crazy. Whenever I take off of work, the week before and the week after, I work twice as many hours.
Yeah, so that's the way it's been. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to do it, and there's no good excuse other than, I just haven't. I don't know how the hell you do. Let me split this way. I know how you do it. What do you get? 4 hours of sleep a night, man?
About 4, yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then I'll have like a day a week where I crash and I'll sleep like 12 or 14.
I hear you got. You got. At some point, it's got to catch up.
Well, I've been talking a lot with my wife.
I am like freaking destroyed. Oh my God. Like
But
7 days a week.
I did make an. Oh, I'm sorry. BK, go ahead.
No, it's been like 7 days a week. I wake up at like 4:30. I'm out the door by like 5:15, and it's just like, I'm back by maybe 9 o'clock at night. I get
And then you're
drunk,
working on
I
your
go to
house too,
sleep.
like a dog, man.
Yeah, it's been freaking insane. Like tomorrow I'm up at like 4:30. I'm going to be out until like 9, 10 o'clock. Hopefully I'll be able to squeeze in enough time to get drunk before I go to sleep. And
I want to say this while I got you on there, man. I love your work. You do really good work. I saw the pictures, man.
Yeah, the pictures
that's-
were banging, BK.
Yeah.
yeah,
Beautiful work.
it's pretty nice. It's not my best, but it'll show real nice when it's done.
BK, you can put alcohol in a tampon and get drunk with that. You know that, right?
Yeah, nah.
Rectal tampon.
The funny thing is, I haven't even like been drinking real heavy. Like, I'll have like 2 or 3 beers at the end of like a 16, 18-hour day, and I'm freaking hammered. And I just go to bed.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I got to freaking come back here tomorrow because the Korean guys are coming. They're gonna, template the countertops and stuff. Like, it's fucking fuck this.
I feel you. So Mike and I were talking last night, and I had a huge, I took a road trip with my wife last weekend, and we were talking about like time management and this whole YouTube thing. Like last September when I started my channel, you don't know what to expect. You sort of take it on, and it sort of changes fluidly throughout the days and months, Yeah. And I was telling her, and also Mike, and Mike was also sharing the same thing with me. I'm not having fun. Like, it's just been overwhelming and crazy. Oh, honey, come here. My wife's here. Hold on. I was just talking about you.
Oh, what do you think?
Come here. She just made a birdhouse, everyone. I want to show it off. So here's my wife's birdhouse. It has the Delaware State emblem on there.
Wow, man.
That
Did
was
she do it
fun.
all at herself?
Yeah, freehand.
Wow.
Nice.
Beautiful work.
Yeah,
She's good.
But she has a craft room upstairs, so. You want to say hi? No? Okay. She's not.
She hates us.
Go back to the E-leaf factory. Thanks for the E-leaf 5-stick TC 40 watt. Yeah, she's putting that in a fair.
Yeah, she says,
So
That's
anyway,
really nice. That's impressive.
yeah. So anyway, time management wise though, like it's become. I don't want to do fucking YouTube 7 days a week. I don't want to do videos every day. This is supposed to be fun, and shit's got to change because I can't keep up with my business and my health and my sleep and my finances. And you should see my basement looks like a war zone of empty boxes and fucking. I get stabbed in the feet daily with fucking pieces of wire. And so anyway, I'm not bailing at all, but in the next 2 months I hope to get through all the shit that I've already agreed on reviewing, and I'm just not going to review every product that comes out because I just can't keep up. It's not
What you
sustainable.
need to do is review the ones that make an impact on you, that are interesting to you. I mean, if you look behind me, remember I had all my mods and all that stuff? I think I was mentioning to you guys I'm getting ready to sell the house, so I had a rush just before we're getting ready to go. She says, I want all that vape gear put away so nobody sees that they come in the house and don't think that you're doing drugs. Jesus
Are you
Christ.
serious?
I'm serious, man. Just remember, I used to have it all sitting right. Well, that's just part of what I had. I just had it for backdrop. It was Mexican used. I had to put all that stuff. I had to hide it away, man. I'm not kidding at all. I was backing up all that stuff today.
Wow.
I'm not looking forward to the move, man. So I know what BK's going through, man. When you're doing that, you just don't have any time. I mean, not only that,
Well,
he's working. I'm certain of that. And then you're working your ass off at the house. I don't know if I told you.
The worst part is you know, the house would be enough in and of itself, but like moving business to another state and like getting that going and you know just chasing down customers and like I've been running around doing estimates, like a couple of them a day plus doing the jobs. It's just like, ugh.
Hey,
You know?
BK, I didn't know if I told you this. I used to be a home builder way back when.
Yeah. Yeah, you told me.
And then we had that real. Anyway, when we moved down here, I mean, I literally had to start from scratch. It sucks. I mean, to make a big move like that, I mean, financially, you just watch your bank account go, you know, for a period of time.
And the fucking Home Depot runs.
Yeah, I mean,
fortunately, like I got a bunch of work right away, which was like, thank God, you know, it was great. But at the same time, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have anything for like a month. You know what I mean? Just so I could get in the house and like get settled.
Be careful what you wish for, brother.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's easier to say no to something than it is to beg for something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, you know, I never say no to anything that has to do with me making money.
Mike doesn't say no to just not doing reviews, I'll tell you that.
No doubt, man.
No, I'm backed up from shit from I had said a while ago, yes, I'll do it, and then everything just starts piling in. I'm like, oh my God, when did I say yes to this?
Mike, why don't you talk about that for a minute? Let's talk about how much shit you have backed up right now. Because it makes me feel like my life's manageable.
I got about 40 items here to review. Right?
I was going to say, I have like 25.
I am willing to ship it back to China and pay for the shipping. It's too much shit.
Brian, how much do you have?
I don't count, BK. It's a lot.
I'm at 25, and I think I have a couple more coming tomorrow.
Well, I can tell you this: the way you've been dropping videos with consistency lately, you'll be done by 2017.
That's it.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. When was
seriously?
that last video? Like about 2 months ago, or at least?
No, it was about 5.5 weeks ago, but yeah.
So you're at like 11 a year. That's pretty good. So you'll have like what? Let's see. That's 2.5 years. We'll be seeing all them 25.
Yeah, and then there'll be another 300 that have to go up.
No wonder you turn off your fucking phone and shit.
No, but seriously, like I shut everything off. Like I shut the computer off. I freaking shut the phone off, the iPad, like everything. I turn it on.
China's gonna send ambassadors to your house to find out where their fucking reviews are.
I'm freaking serious, man.
What do you have that's good that we want to see you review? What do you got on the pipeline?
You know, I got a bunch of drippers. The UL stuff, I got to do that.
Have you seen the Velocity? Any Velocities?
Yeah, I have the Velocity RDA.
Nice. Have you tried that yet?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's fucking awesome.
Awesome, isn't it?
Awesome. It's awesome.
It is.
I have it's a standard build I throw in most drippers when I get them, which is a 24 gauge parallel 4 wrap, so it's an 8 wrap.
Yeah.
Canthal, they ohm out around 0.12, and with the stainless wire, which I've been using lately. Have you tried that yet?
No, I have not.
The stainless, they'll come in around 0.06, and then with the what the hell is that shit called? It's basically like a nichrome blend I've been using, samurai wire. That comes in around 0.08. And I do the same build, but I'll change the wire depending on how low I want it to be. You know, depending on how airy the RDA is. But yeah, I just threw one of those in there real quick. I think I did the samurai wire, and it's amazing.
Isn't it amazing. It's so easy to build on too, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think it's bad. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's a lot of fun. The Rig version 2, that is an awesome mech. That's on its way to me. I just saw Big Lou do it, and I ordered one up immediately. But I got a bunch of tanks, you know, a bunch of sub-ohm tanks, a bunch of drippers, you know, all kinds of shit.
I heard, I was watching you last night on Phil's show, and Phil Vape show.
Yeah.
And you were talking about how you're you're gonna vape some shit for a little bit, and then you're gonna bust out like one a day for a while?
Yeah, I have to. I have to dig my way out. Like,
Are you gonna pull a mic? You gonna pull a mic vapes?
I am gonna pull a mic vapes. I'm gonna take one day off, and I'm gonna record, like a week's worth of videos, and just set them to upload, one a day. I have to. I have to.
You've been getting hounded by people, BK.
Not real bad. Not real bad.
You gotta see my hounding.
I opened up my email, and there was like 3 of them that were getting. They weren't getting pissy, but they were just kind of like, hey, did you forget about us? Blah blah blah. So I messaged everybody back. It probably took me like 2 hours to get through my vape emails alone. And I freaking sent everybody back. I said, I've got a lot going on, but they're coming up like within the next week or two. Blah blah blah. So
nice.
Sweet.
And then I opened up Hangouts. I opened up Hangouts, and I had 97 fucking Hangouts.
Yeah, all from Stan.
Actually,
I heard you last night saying you live near him now.
Yeah,
you're like I'm meeting you like Steel Vapor, but I'm not giving you my address.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
Stan had spammed everybody just a little while ago, about an hour or so ago.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting fucking 500 messages on my phone blowing up right now.
Yeah.
I only have like 3.
That's the second time he's done that.
Yeah, he needs to figure that shit out because it's annoying.
Yeah. Hey, Stan, you need to stop being such a stalker, buddy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Just to change the subject a little for a second, Brian, I just got a confirmation just now on my cell phone. Certain people that we're going to meet for the first time, which is actually a company that sends us products, wetvapes.com.
Yes.
Raj and Crystal are going to be there, so a big shout out to Raj and Crystal. They're going to be there Friday and Saturday, so we're going to meet them on Saturday.
Holla. Can't wait.
Wetvapes.com will be there. Yes.
Fucking love wet vapes. I'm sorry, I'm re-wicking right now as we sit here. I had some raspberry juice in my wicks, and that shit just, you might as well just start over.
Oh, I ordered that velocity line. I found it.
Oh, did you?
You tell me about with the bottom feeding velocity?
Oh, yeah, I got a bottom feeding velocity, guys.
Yeah, I got it for a squonker.
Yep, that's what I got right here. It's a clone. I'm on the list for the authentic, but they're sold out everywhere. But I got this in the mail yesterday. Now, this is the second velocity clone that I've gotten. And this one is by far superior than the first one that I got.
Who makes it?
I don't even know. I got it from Fast Tech. It was like $12.
What's the package it came in? Do you have the package?
Yeah, it was just a little brown box or a little black box.
That's an infinite.
Is it?
Yeah,
little
black
or little, but it wasn't like an open one. It was just a little cardboard square box.
That's a tobacco.
Is it?
I know the tobacco one is real good.
That's the one I have then, because this thing's fucking. The problem is that the original one that I had, the way the 510 went up and into the I guess it's the positive channel or the positive post. It was like press fitted. The 510 pin was press fitted into it. So whenever you tighten your leads, it would like pull the fucking post over a little bit, and then it ended up popping because it was press fitted. It wasn't like screwed in. It was a piece of shit. But this one's fucking banging, man. And it came with the regular pin and the squonk pin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this is going to be a great little squonk and addy.
Well, I don't think the tobacco one, to my knowledge, comes with that
the squonk pin.
No, that's not a tobacco, that one.
Whatever it is. Here, and also, it looks like the BK on the original one. Do you know what? Look how low the top is here, the chuff on this.
Hold on, your picture isn't showing up for me here.
Oh, no?
Yeah, fuck. Hold on. Let me just click out of here and click back in real quick.
I'll see you in 3 weeks. He's like, fuck you, Brian.
Well, because I've been thinking, let's put it this way, I was kind of tired of drippers, to be honest with you about it. I mean, everybody goes through their own phases.
Yeah, sure.
All right, show me this thing.
Okay. So here's the one, and here's the other one.
Wait, hold on.
Now, what's the authentic? The
neither of them are authentic. They're both they're both clones.
Okay, which is the stainless steel one?
That's the shitty one.
Oh.
No, the one on the left looks more like the authentic.
This one?
No, my
this
left.
one.
You're
Okay,
right.
this one.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, the black
Yeah,
one.
this is the one that's built better. And the cool thing also, let me take this off real quick and show you. The way that the squonk pin comes up the middle, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but it's like raised off the deck, like a sweet height. So you're not going to have that suck back where it sucks back your juice into the bottle below.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's good. As long as it's not too far up. What, a couple
It's not.
millimeters, 3
Yeah, a couple
millimeters?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Yeah.
and it works really good. It flows fucking perfectly. I've been loving it.
That's the best, one of the best RDA vapes I've ever had.
I'm telling you, that and the dot mod, the 2-post ones, the both of them that I have are my faves. And nowadays, I get new ones every fucking day.
Well, the tobacco cone, if I'm not mistaken, what I heard about is some of the grub screws were having problems where they're either getting stripped or, I think stripped, if I'm not mistaken. They weren't working right.
So people were saying that the iVogo one comes with the hollow center pin. So maybe it's iVogo? Whatever it is, it's definitely more robust, and it's built much better than the other one.
Right. Well, usually the iVogo packaging says iVogo on it. But I should have probably next week, I'm going to have the Vapor Flask clone Squonker.
Well, here's the box right here, guys. Oh, it doesn't say shit on it.
I mean, that looks like a tobacco box to me.
Yeah, this is the box.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like standard issue shitty tobacco packaging.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to share my squonk life with you guys. Yep. So David.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't there something we were supposed to talk about? I don't know. I'm not saying that. Like I really don't know. I thought we had something on our agenda that we were talking about earlier.
Well, you know, we talked a little bit about lipos if you want.
Yeah, let's talk about lipos.
The problem with a lipo in a nutshell is that there's only two things that are going to ever, cause it to go bad. One, if you got a bad cell and you're starting to charge it. If you got a bad charge, if something's overcharging the other cells because one of the cells is bad, when these things vent, they just don't vent, man. They turn into flamethrowers. And I can deal with venting. And then the other thing that'll cause a problem is, let's say you popped a hole in it somehow, or there was some damage to the cells. The same thing. They just don't vent nicely. They don't explode by any stretch of imagination, but they shoot fire. And so I think one of my biggest bitches about DNA when they went to this 200, which is fine. I mean, for the life of me, I don't get why they just didn't do something where you had, if you want 60 watts, one 18650, two batteries, 120, three batteries. Hell, I've seen some mods with two batteries at 200 watts. I think it's nuts, but three 18650s, and then you get your 200 watts or whatever you want to do. The problem with the life batteries is that they're about 25 to 30% bigger, larger than the lipos, and so most of the people, the reason that they're going to use the lipos over the life batteries is because of the size. And the other thing is, these things more than likely, because nobody uses this connector. This is for like an RC model type thing. The the XT60 connection. There's going to be a few mods in there that may use it. Let's say you got some problem. On a typical mod, I can yank the batteries out pretty damn fast. Most mods, not everyone, but a few of them. If I've got something that's going radically wrong with it. The problem with the lipo is most of those are direct soldered into the DNA boards. So what do you do when you got a problem? I mean, literally, the only thing you can do is throw it out the freaking window and pray.
Well, do they have PCB boards? What if they put like a PCB board on the actual lipo itself to protect it?
Well, and to my knowledge, they don't have anything like that. I mean, it'd be great, but they don't.
Because I know that Inokin always puts, like, when I take their devices apart, they always have a separate board connected to their battery that regulates the battery itself.
Well, what they've got is they've got this 3S connection. That's basically a balanced charger. It's 4 wires. If you ever build these things, you have to use a 3S connection, which is like I'm showing you. It's all 4 wires on there. It's black, white, yellow, and red. That's the only connector you want. What the DNA 200 has a built-in 25 amp fuse on the board itself. That's your only protection really of a total catastrophic catastrophic failure that you've got is through the built-in fuse. But it is 25 amps. Or I think it's 25 amps. The board takes 23 amps input, but the fuse is for 25. So
I'm going to have to start wearing Google Glass when I go out, because if I pocket fire with one of those batteries, it's going to be a fucking event, and I want to get it on video.
Yeah, well, when you say you're on fire, I mean, literally you would be on fire.
Fire!
Don't get me wrong. I mean, the chances of a LiPo going bad are, very slim. But I used to be an RC model guy, and these are dinky, so I'm not really that afraid of them. But some dudes are getting these 2200 mAh batteries and these 3000. I'm sure some idiot's going to have a 5000 mAh. I mean, there's basically almost bricks of dynamite.
I'm more concerned about like a house fire. You know what I mean? Like what happened?
Well, I'll tell you what most modelers did, especially the ones that had the big batteries. They would never get inside the house. Literally had bunker boxes for our batteries. We would take them out of our RCs and at night put them into that bunker box. If it went out, don't get me wrong, the batteries would do whatever, but they wouldn't burn your house down, burn your garage down, or whatever. I mean, I think that they made a big, major mistake with LiPo batteries. Some idiot is going to burn the freaking house down, There's already been pictures of people burning their cars up, and the difference is that it's a lot more likely with this. The chemistry, now don't get me wrong, there's some bad 18650 batteries. That's why we tell people, 25Rs or BTC4s, or Authentic we're talking about, BTC5s, some of the LG batteries. I mean, all those are safe batteries. They've got safe chemistry. Some of them don't, though, and some of them can cause major problems.
Right.
And the problem is there's nothing, once this thing goes bad, there's nothing stopping it. It's going to, search YouTube. Now, the difference is there is life batteries. There are LIFEPO4 or something like that, LIFEPO or whatever batteries, that when they vent very similar to an 18650. When an 18650 vents, I know, BK, you've seen it vent. Isn't it pretty? It's very uneventful. It's boring almost.
Yeah, I've vented 25Rs before and
And that's
BTC3s, and all they do is they just puff out the top.
And the stuff's dripping out, and that's the end of it. Well, the problem is when this thing does that, I mean, it's night and day difference. Now, when a life battery, LIFE battery goes, it's almost the same thing. Don't get me wrong. It throws the steam or whatever. I'm certain it's throwing chemicals out there. I don't know what they are that are, built into the batteries, but it's going to vent it out in a plume of smoke, whatever the smoke composition of smoke is. Depends on what they put in the additives for the substrate in the lithium cells. But when they go, they just go, and that's it.
It's no big deal.
They're boring. These things, when these things go, they're boring. When LiPo batteries go, they're boring. When LiPo batteries go, it's an event for YouTube.
Like
it's
this
an event
thing right
for,
now.
Burn your car house up or whatever. Pardon me?
I want to interrupt for a second, and I'm not ending the show. I know you guys are like, fuck, Brian, that son of a bitch, he always cuts us short. We're going to extend this tonight because it's a celebration because BK is back with the fucking team. I'm so happy. Mike Vapes, you are the man I want to speak to for 1 second because, yes, you. I know you're sponsoring us by Milkman and shit there, and you're loving all the people in the chat. I want you to talk about your fucking giveaway, brother.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Oh, how are we going to do this? I have it. All right, tonight we're going to give away the Aspire Triton tank.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't have the tank in hand. What I do have is a coupon code. So the winner's going to go on aspirecigs.com, and you're going to put in the code, and you're going to have to pay for the shipping. So I know to the United States, shipping is $5. So it's going to cost you $5 for the tank. So, yes. So let's see. Should we do it now? I think we should just do it.
Fuck yeah! Why not? I'm excited. Let's do it now. I want a chance to win because I'm in the comments also.
All right, check it. In the beginning of this video, okay, I talked about what I'm vaping. Inside this Heracles tank with the boxer mod, what juice is in here? Go.
You gotta look, Mike. You're gonna have to watch carefully.
I'm watching.
Why don't you tell me right now what it is? Actually, no, don't.
No, they can always watch the replay.
Brian's dick. No.
No, that's not talking about. Oh, that's David talking about lipos. Okay, right now they're hearing about the Triton. Nope.
Gizzard Stew?
Vapin' Minuteman won. Vapin' Minuteman. Vapin' Minuteman was the first to put it up. So. Vapin'
Mike give him
Minuteman.
that name?
You won it. You're
That's
gonna
my
go.
nickname, BK.
Vapin' Minuteman, you're going to go into the About section of my YouTube page. You're going to see a tab there that says Send the Message. Click on the Send Message and give me your info. Actually, no, I don't give me the info. Click the Send Messages and tell me you won, and I'll give you the code. And I think you have to do it from a computer. It won't work from your cell phone. You won't see that tab, Send Message tab, unless you're on a browser. So, congratulations, Vapin' Minuteman.
Let's give him a round of applause. Very nice. So, David, I told you I'd follow up on that juice from, because I know you're a lover of the Noble juice. This is the smoked yogurt.
Yeah.
And it's tasty, man. It's got a smoky sweetness to it. I think you might like it.
Is it overly sweet or just, you know?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not overly sweet at all. It's got like a little...
That's what I had problem I had with some of the breakfast stuff. Some of the breakfast stuff I thought was a little overly sweet. Which, you know, it's fine for some people, it's not my thing.
Have you gotten anything from Smoky Barrel, either of you?
I have not, no. They sent me a message asking me if I wanted to review their juice, but I was so backed up I couldn't. I did get some new juices from Grim Green today.
Are they any good?
I tried one of them and it was good. It was a creamy caramel flavor. It was really tasty.
Yeah, they sent me their, I think they sent me like 6 bottles, Smoky Barrel. Some of it was a little too sweet for my taste, but it was all pretty good juice. There was one, it's called Duchess. Did you get that one, Mike?
No, I'll tell you what I do have from this. And to tell you the truth, I've had their juices for review for a while now, and I haven't even done the video yet. Mother's Grace, Obi-Wan, some mandarin. What else? I don't know. I can't find it. I think I had one more somewhere.
There's one called Duchess that I got from them, and it's a custard.
Eden's Grace is the other one. I didn't like them, to tell you the truth.
The one, the Duchess, it's a custard, but it has like a subtle like pepperiness to it, which sounds weird, but it's actually really good.
Yeah, BK, it was the KVLT line from Grim Green.
Okay.
It's pretty nice. I mean, the packaging, the bottles seem nice and everything. They sent me a cool... You know what? I have it right here. Hold on. They sent this...
Anybody try Crew Juice? Wubbalicious.
No, he's supposed to send me some of that.
Crew Juice, Wubbalicious, good stuff.
I never got any Crew Juice. You must not love me.
Yeah, well, I bought this set for my vape shop.
I would buy it if my vape shop had it.
It's the only one they carried.
Yeah, I got this fucking nice tea.
Nice.
Yeah, I only wear TVC fucking gear on my show, though. Sorry, Grim.
Yeah, we're just thinking about this. We're talking about juices, and the only reason is because I've got some CASAA here. Did you hear that a lot of the bipod and stuff is found to have super high, really bad levels of diacetyl in it?
Yes, and I also heard that it's going to get so bad that people are stopping buying their juices, and they're going to end up going out of business because of it. They did some shady shit.
Yeah, did you hear about how they were trying to hide and threaten them and all that kind of shit?
You know, the funny part is, I bought this juice from.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next day after I bought it, I found out all about that, and I was pissed. I was like, "Fuck! I gave that money to them."
Yeah, it's only about I think more than half their juices are really bad. I mean, I think was the level like supposed to be like 5 is supposed to be okay, and some of their juices had like I don't know 600. What the fuck? You know, that was really. I tell you what, as much as they've invested and as much time as that's been around, you would think that they would have done something about that. And then I think the worst thing that they did is they started threatening people. It's sort of like that mod we were just talking about. Remember what that guy did with that cease and desist? Almost the same damn thing. You know, bad press.
Yeah.
They need to fix it. I know that
Somebody had it tested and put the results up, and now Five Points wants them to take it down or they'll sue them, stuff like
well,
that.
they did that. The one place took it down.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Hey, Mike. Mike, are you wearing that fucking New York hat just to disrespect me and my brother?
I'm wearing the Giants hat. I'm trying to piss you off a little before I see you.
Because my brother's fucking hurt. My brother Scott is watching, and he's a fan of yours, but he really gets hurt feelings when you wear that hat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't say sorry to me. Say sorry to Scott.
Okay. Scott, look, I hooked it up for you. You don't see the New York logo. It's all
next vape team. I'm gonna wear my Boston gear.
Oh,
I'll wear it backwards. When I wear my hat
Mikey.
backwards, people get pissed on my channel.
Really?
Yeah, they get pissed off when I do this. Meanwhile, the reason why I had it backwards is because the light, you can't see my eyes. It's like it gives a shadow. So
I love seeing your eyes.
I started doing a little side thingy, so this way you guys could see this eye.
You're doing like a little Phantom of the Opera shit. I like it.
So you just need to have a light that's basically sitting on your lap.
Yeah.
Nice cloud, Brian.
Thank you, BK. I love fucking compliments from you. We're gonna have fun on Saturday, bro. I'm excited. Super, super excited.
If I'm not mistaken, you all met already before. Haven't you all met before?
I have never physically felt BK's physical presence in mine.
Okay.
I
know you and Mike have gotten together.
I've met BK.
Maybe.
Yeah, Mike and I hung out in a parking lot.
In the back alley of a liquor store, we met up.
Jeans to the knees.
It so looked like a drug deal, didn't it?
Yeah, right?
Oh, man. Well, we are at the 11:07 mark, so I went an extra 10 minutes because BK's here. I'm really pushing the limits here for my timeliness. But I'd like to thank, first of all, I'd like to thank David for coming on. For those of you that don't know, David and I, in the next probably 4 weeks, I'm busy and he's busy, and I'm not going to pressure him or I, but we're going to do a full live review / discussion about the Dickodes, and maybe I'll even have Daniel come on too, because I know he's a huge fan of the Danny Extreme, and we're just going to geek out. It's going to be pretty awesome, so we're going to do that together. And I'd also like to thank Mike Vapes for being that hard hit that shitting motherfucker that he is. He's an asset to this show, and I love having him on. Also, BK, it is not the same without you. This show is not as fun without you, and you really do bring a different perspective that we need to make this the show that it is. So, welcome back, brother.
I'm glad to be back, and I apologize for my absence, fellas, but moving forward, you don't have to worry about me disappearing. It is until I move again next time. So.
Oh, man, it's nuts. What the hell did you do to your head, man?
What?
Looks like you're banging the crap out of your head. Right-hand side.
No.
That's just a shadow.
That's just my wrinkles.
Yep,
No,
and he's got a nice tan going, too.
Hey, you see that right there? Right there. Right there.
Oh, that's a pimple.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like a big slash. It looks like a big cut.
He takes axes to the head.
No, it's just a little pimple right here. I just picked it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Didn't mean to
don't worry about it.
BK, do you use any supplements in your beard? Any like oils or? I'm not even shitting you. I've been having a lot of flaking and dryness in my beard lately, and I'm wondering if you use any essential oils or anything.
No, I don't. But I'm about to start because the skin is getting so nasty under my beard. I mean, it hurts sometimes.
Well, if I find an essential oil that's really good, I'll let you know.
Yeah, please let me know. I've tried a couple different beard oils. Some are decent, some suck. It's always saturated in VG, though, so I don't really want to grease it up too much more, because it gets pretty nasty by the end of the day from vaping all day. But, yeah. You guys missed it. My beard was, down to here. I cut, 4 inches off of it. I mean, it was obnoxious. It was you couldn't even see the collar of my shirt.
Going for the Amish look there, huh?
I look like a terrorist, big time.
Did you ever try Head and Shoulders on it? I mean, it's been 20, 30 years since I had a beard, but I was using Head and Shoulders. It kept my skin better.
Really? I think I'm going to try that because it just, I mean,
it's
borderline painful.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, try that once. It worked for me. It doesn't mean it'll work for you, but it's been a long time. My beard was about a little bit shorter than what you got now. But I had it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if this beard of mine hadn't become like a thing, I would have shaved it off by now. But I know everybody would just like lose their minds if BK shaved his beard. So
Somebody said coconut oil.
What's that?
Somebody said coconut oil works.
Oh, really?
Yeah, coconut oil seems to work for everything.
I'm open to everything. What do you use it for lube too?
I got yeah. Get that tropical fuck going, yeah. All right, well, why don't you guys say your goodbyes then?
Mikey?
Mikey? Go ahead.
Bye. No, actually, I have an announcement to make. Next week on the vape team, I will be giving away a UL Crown sub-ohm tank and their new RBA base right here. And it's got a special edition white screwdriver in it, guys. Not the little blue ones. We got a white one here for you. So, yes, next week on the vape team, I will be giving away this set to a lucky winner. And thank you, David, for joining us tonight. BK, finally, thank you for coming back. I missed you, buddy.
I missed you too, brother. Mwah.
Thank you, everybody, for being on tonight and supporting us and watching our craziness. All right, and I'm going to hit this shit for all of you. Little Gomez.
Be careful with that fucking mod, Mike. That shit in your pocket. Turn it off, buddy.
I love this little thing. This thing's nice.
So, BK, say your goodbyes, my love.
Everyone, it's been great seeing you all again. I'll see you again next Thursday. Got a bunch of great reviews coming up, and I'm going to take a hit of this shit from Mr. Mikey Vapes over there.
Beautiful. David.
Well, thanks for having me on. Next time, hopefully I'll have my SX350J, that dual board, or excuse me, that dual 18650 box mod done, and I'll have my DNA 200 hopefully done too. If all of a sudden I have a bunch of extra time. But anyway, I really appreciate you having me on, and I'll do my hit.
Beautiful. Yeah. So, thank you guys. It's been awesome. If you're in New Jersey this weekend, New Jersey Vape Expo, Mikey Vapes, Buck Kickers, myself, and I think Phil Basardo is going to be there, and hopefully I'll get a selfie with him. But let's all take a hit that shit for all you guys, and we're going to finish the show up, all right? Let's do it.
Clouds, bitches. Clouds.
If you enjoy my channel, like, share, and subscribe today. Thanks a lot. If you'd love to vape, why don't you fight for your right to vape? Go to www.casaa.org.